And now, guys, we got brand new content released in HUT. Mark Stone, 96 overall. That was the big trade of the deadline today in the National Hockey League, of course. Ridiculous card. That's all I can say with this card so far. Is actually ridiculous. I'm going to definitely try to get my hands on it. I'm going to wait for it to probably cool down in price a little bit, similar to like the Gabrick. I definitely picked my spot when it came to that card. I'm not going to be crazy and rush and buy it right away. That is something, there's really a reason to do that. I mean, I'm sure it's going to go down in price. I get my competitive season rewards in a couple days, 3 days. So obviously I'll just wait for that. And then I get also my HUT Champion rewards, which unfortunately isn't much this past weekend, but it's okay at the end of the day. Alright guys, we're going to break down pretty much every trade here. To me, Zuccarello, it was a good trade until he got injured, unfortunately. I think he'll still be okay to come back in the playoffs, but hopefully they make it there, first of all. As far as I got to do that, that's probably the most important thing. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good trade as long as he plays. A very unfortunate event occurred, obviously, with him getting injured, him being out for 6 weeks. He broke his arm, so surgery is not even out of the question I did here. The Simmons one, very, very good for Nashville. The Flyers, I feel like they got kind of a weak return on that one. I don't know. I mean, I really think that they could have got more for him. I really do believe that. They really wanted more to the Flyers, so I guess they probably just felt they were compelled to move him, so no matter what, they just had to force it out. And that's really it. So, Derek Brassard trade, guys, for a third-round pick, I just don't see why not. I mean, I know he's been struggling a lot recently, Derek Brassard, in the league, but I don't see why not. I mean, there's just no reason not to try. Third-round pick is not much, in my opinion, to give up for Derek Brassard. I mean, hey, maybe he finds his game back. You just don't know. I mean, why not? I just don't see. It really couldn't hurt. It just really cannot hurt. Nyquist. A Nyquist trade, in my opinion, very under the radar. Honestly, I feel like that trade was very, very good for the San Jose Sharks. Yeah, I mean, I feel like really no one talks about it. I think it's a very, very good trade for the Sharks. And, yeah, I mean, that's going to really help them going forward. Kevin Hayes, guys, from the Rangers to the Winnipeg Jets. Rangers fans were not happy with the return. I get that. I definitely get where they're coming from. Really good addition to the Jets, though. Very similar to like a Peter Stastny. See, I said Paul Stastny, guys, last year for the Jets. Definitely really nice pickup for them. They're probably going to try to re-sign him as well, I'd assume, because, I mean, why not? I mean, he's a good player, and I definitely think the Jets would be in their best interest to do that for sure. But yeah, I think Kevin Hayes definitely helps them down the middle. They're definitely a scary team, the Jets. They always have been, but now even adding Kevin Hayes and to not lose anyone off their roster is definitely a huge plus to them. Then Ryan Dzingel, guys, on the Blue Jackets. I mean, that trade was pretty interesting, too. The Blue Jackets are just trading everything, pretty much, to try to win now. They didn't trade Panarin or Bobrovsky. They kept everybody. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Blue Jackets literally have their 4th and 7th round pick in the first round this year in the draft. So, yeah, I don't really know what they're doing, but I mean, hey, go for it, guys. I mean, why not? Give it a try. If they win the cup, I mean, that's great. I mean, then there you go. Everybody's happy. It doesn't matter who leaves at that point. Even if they win a round, I think the Blue Jackets just want to win a round at the end of the day, just to feel good about themselves. I mean, the organization has been pretty unsuccessful for the most part when it comes to that. So, yeah, the playoffs have definitely been tough for the Blue Jackets, but maybe this year they can turn it around. Jared McCann, I mean, a very minor move for sure. I mean, really not much to say about that. Brandon Montour, it's a huge pickup for the Sabres. Really good trade for them, I think. Brandon Montour is a very good defenseman. More offensive-minded, I'd say. But definitely he's really up there. He's a really good defenseman. And I think the Sabres definitely won that trade. I mean, there's no reason to not trade your first-round pick for Brandon Montour, in my opinion. I don't think the Sabres are crazy at all for doing that. I think they're really, really smart because Brandon Montour is a really good young defenseman, and I think it's going to really help the Sabres out. I really, really do. And Anthony Duclair, give him a shot. You know, Anthony Duclair, he's been on many different teams at this point, and I really do think that he just never really has a fair shot. I mean, he plays some games, then he gets scratched a lot, so I just feel like why not give Duclair the opportunity maybe here in Ottawa. You never know. I mean, Ottawa, not a lot's going right in Ottawa right now, obviously since they moved Mark Stone. Yeah, it's really just tough. It really is tough for the Senators right now. They're trying to make it work. It's definitely not easy, but yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Then we got the prime times today, guys. Obviously, no stories about these guys. They're still on their teams. McKinnon, Pavelski, Yanov, Voracek, Petrie, Trouba, Bobrovsky, Comfort, Grubauer, and Reinhardt. You know, decent cards, nothing crazy. Milestone, Giroux. Congrats on 800 games played. So there you go for Giroux. Obviously, he's happy about that. And yeah, I mean, let's look at the Mark Stone card. And now, guys, here's the Mark Stone card, 96 overall with burner. An absolutely ridiculously good card. I mean, what can you really say about this card? There's really not much bad about it. 99 speed. His shot's pretty much 95 plus. I mean, what can you really ask for? I mean, he's got call the shot. He's got call the shot activated. He's pretty much a 99 shot. That's ridiculous. So, I mean, this card is fantastic. And the trade in real life, really, really good for both sides, I'd say. You got these, obviously, Stone signed the extension right with Vegas, so that's really good. They got him long term. And then Ottawa got Eric Brandstrom in return. Brandstrom is an unbelievable defensive prospect, guys. He's going to be the real deal in the NHL. Brandstrom should really, really help the Sens out in the future, of course. Not right this second, but he definitely will help them. As a Sens fan, I mean, I'm sorry. Obviously, it's happening like this. You traded all your good players pretty much the last few years. It's definitely tough. I really wouldn't know what to say from a Senators fan, but guys, I mean, if you guys really hang around and, you know, when the glory days come back, I mean, you can say you stuck with them through the bad times. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel here, and let me know what you guys think of the trades as well, all right? And I will see you guys in the next video.
He's going to the net. He scores! Second of the game. What a performance.